All right, Shalom Israel, Priest Sabak.
Shalom. Brother Yahweh.
Right, H.O.I. Los Angeles, H.O.I. Las Vegas in the building. Los Angeles, Las Vegas, same thing.
Right.
All right. So H.O.I. to the Chariots fly, all the camps in Yahweh and Yahweh shine throughout the four corners of the earth. All my sincere brothers and sisters of the nation of Israel and love. So tonight, real quick, we just want to do a quick commercial for y'all announcement for the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah coming up. All right, we are now at, today is Saturday, November 28th. All right, late November, going into, might as well say November 29th. Right. All right, Sunday, but it's after 12 already. So late November going into December, we're about a week and a half to 2 weeks shy of Hanukkah. So we want to put everybody in the spirit, man, to let y'all know, get ready and prepare for the Feast of Dedication. And if you want to congregate with H.O.I. in any of our cities, all right, this announcement is for you also. All right, don't sit home, Israel. Come on out and enjoy the Feast of Dedication. We know COVID is going on, quarantine, so-called lockdown. You want to chill in the house and do everything virtual, but come on out and fellowship with the family. The Most High still making ways and little ways for us to still gather together, you know, to keep these feasts. So, like I said, the start of Hanukkah is less than 2 weeks out. It starts at Tuesday, December 8th at evening. So if you're on the West Coast, if you're in the LA area, contact us. We will be congregating in the Los Angeles area, somewhere in Los Angeles County. Location will be announced. If you want to come out, if you're in the Vegas area, hit up some of the brothers out here if you want to link up and break bread. All right, so December 8th. Also, all of our other states of H.O.I. will be congregating on December 8th at even. We know that's a weekday, Israel, but sacrifice. Sacrifice, take the time off, do what you got to do. Be tired going to work the next day if you couldn't get the day off, and come out and keep the Most High's feast, man. Give me St. John 10:21. St. John chapter 10, verse 21. Look where we at. We out here on the end, or should I say the new beginning of Las Vegas Boulevard. Right, because it's Las Vegas Boulevard. If you know about Las Vegas, you know it's supposed to end here, but they building and going on. But one thing I want to point out, you see they got their Christmas decorations and stuff up already. You know, they barely getting over damn Thanksgiving. Right. So my point being, if the heathen can be in their spirit, man, they got their damn $1 million hotel, and they can be in the spirit with their damn Christmas decoration and everything. We definitely got to take this time, this next week and a half or whatever, man, if you haven't been preparing already, to get in the spirit of the Hanukkah, man, the Feast of Dedication. All right, so read St. John 10:21.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 10, verse 21.
Go ahead.
Others said, these are not the words of him that had the devil.
Go ahead. 22, Salakia.
22.
Go ahead.
And it was at Jerusalem.
It was at Jerusalem, all right?
The Feast of the Dedication.
The Feast of Dedication. When you go in the Hebrew or the Greek, it's Hanukkah, right? Which is Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication. Go ahead.
And it was winter.
And it was what?
Winter.
Right, it was at Jerusalem, the Feast of the Dedication, and it was winter. I mean, it's chilly out here in this goddamn desert in Las Vegas. All right, so it was at Jerusalem, the Feast of the Dedication. So another, the word Hanukkah means Hanukkah means dedication in the Hebrew tongue. I mean, you know, the English translation to Hanukkah or Hanukkah is dedication. That's what the word. So this is the Feast of Dedication or the Hanukkah that Yahweh and the children of Israel was acknowledging in Jerusalem. Read on.
Verse 23.
Go ahead.
And Yahweh walked in the temple.
And he walked in the temple. Go ahead.
In Solomon's porch.
Right, Solomon's porch, which was a nickname for the promenade that led into Solomon's temple. All right, you can also read that, I think, in Acts 3 and 12. So Yahweh was walking up into the promenade, into the temple, to fellowship and break bread with Israel while they was keeping the Feast of Dedication. So I heard something recently where a brother brought out, if you keeping a feast, you're actually sinning. You're sinning if you keep the feast. So I want to know what Yahweh was doing right here. All right, you know, I don't know how you could be sinning. The scriptures tell you in James 4:17, he that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. If Yahweh kept the feast days, are we not to follow in his footsteps? I thought we supposed to be followers of Yahweh. So are you going to say Yahweh was sinning right here? Read it again, St. John 10:22.
And it was at Jerusalem, the Feast of the Dedication.
No, it was Christmas.
The Feast of the Dedication.
See that all this, they got their Christmas decoration set up, right? They saying, listen, well, you know, Jesus Christ was born on December 25th, which is a lie.
Right.
That's actually Nimrod's birthday. We know the history about that. If you don't, look it up, do some research.
Right.
You better get books like The Two Babylons and look up the true history of Christmas, how it's a Roman Catholic and ancient Egyptian and Babylonian custom. But we coming into our true feast days.
Right.
All right, we got to come back to the Most High. Go ahead.
And it was winter.
And it was winter. Like we in a winter season now.
Right.
Even though the Hanukkah this year falls December 8th to December 16th, but that's still around that season.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 23.
Go ahead.
And H.O.I walked in the temple.
And he walked into the temple. Go ahead.
And Solomon's porch.
He walked into the temple in Solomon's porch. What? To partake of the feast and gather with the Jews. And of course, Yahushua was teaching. At every feast, every event, he was breaking the word down. So we're telling you, Israel, come together. Once again, the Hanukkah starts this year, December 8th, Tuesday at evening. If you're in the LA area, contact us. If you want a fellowship, myself, Brother Rob Judah, H.O.I. NYC at gmail.com. If you're in the Vegas area, you can also contact me. I can link you up with the brothers out here in the Vegas area. If you're anywhere in the other cities, all right, Detroit, Atlanta, D.C., New York, New Jersey, Philly, Buffalo, Cincinnati, and the list goes on and on, all right? If I forgot anybody, I ain't doing it on purpose. But Milwaukee, if you're anywhere in those cities, contact us and we'll link you up with brothers and sisters that's keeping the feast so you can break bread. Also, we will be having H.O.I. Hanukkah Holy Day Getaway Weekend out here in Vegas. From December 11th through December 13th, we'll be gathering out here in Vegas. Any of the brothers and sisters that maybe you can't congregate on a Tuesday for the opening, but you free on a weekend, you can come on out here and fellowship with us. We will have the itinerary and all the details. We will be having camp, and we will be celebrating. We'll be having a Sabbath and a class for the Feast of Dedication and a celebration. And we'll also be breaking bread for the new moon out here because they all fall on that weekend. All right, so contact us if you want to try to make it out to Vegas and fellowship with H.O.I. You got to RSVP, you got to be vetted, and you got to come in order. So then the closing of Feast of Dedication will be Tuesday, December 15th, 2020 at even. All right, so you got your options to come and break bread and fellowship. If you got to sacrifice a little bit, travel a little bit, do it, Israel. You know, you do it for other things. You did it in the world. You did it for Thanksgiving. You did it for Christmas. You did it for Pagan New Year. So do it that much more for the Most High on this feast days. All right, then you brothers want to bring out anything? No? All right, so basically come together and serve the Most High and keep our feast, man. Read the book of Maccabees. Read the prophecy in Daniel 8 that talks about the history of the Maccabees and the Maccabean revolt against the Greeks. All the information is there. And we're going to be bringing all that out during the lessons and everything to edify you. So come together, Israel. That's when the feast days are coming up. We're in that season of Hanukkah. And it was winter. Right? You know what I'm saying? And that's the time we living in. Listen, if the enemy could have their zeal, they got their Christmas wreaths, they lights up, whatever, they damn want to be Santa Claus, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they can do that, how much more can we do it for the Feast of the Most High? All right, so Ashar Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah 2020. All right, early, everybody get in the spirit of the feast and contact us. You can hit us up, House of Israel NYC at gmail.com. That's the main email. Anybody that want to fellowship from any state, any region, you can hit me up. I'll get back to you and direct you to the brothers and sisters. All right, and members of the body of H.O.I. congregants, y'all already know. You better be somewhere in one of these states gathering for the feast. So with that, peace, safety, and the kingdom of heaven to the 12 tribes of Israel forever and ever. Death and destruction to Esau and the other nations. Let's come together and celebrate our true history of the Maccabees defeating the wicked Greeks and rededicating the temple to the Most High. By Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. So once again, pre-Sabbat.
Brother Yahweh.
Right, H.O.I. Los Angeles, H.O.I. Las Vegas, H.O.I. to the Chariots Fly. All the camps in Yahweh and Yahushua forever and ever. Amen. Happy Hanukkah 2020. Hope to see you there. Shalom.
Shalom.
We gotta go see him. We gotta dedicate. Come on, man. We gotta dedicate. You don't know about the temple, man. It's the Feast of Dedication. Let me tell you a little something. Look, the Father set us apart from other nations with the